Welcome to Raven Explains It All, a podcast that explores different topics such as how to use crystals, or working with tarot and oracle cards, learning about mediumship in the afterlife, and just more things about divination and using your mind and tools to grow and learn. And now, here's your host, me, Raven Jade. Hey guys, thank you so much for just joining my first ever podcast. I'm so excited. I'm hoping that you guys enjoy the information that I give you and just really learn something from it. So this podcast, being my first one, is, welcome to my world and actually explain to you like who I am and what you can really expect from this podcast. So a little bit about me. Raven Jade, hello. I am a single mother of 4 kids, born and raised in Houston, Texas. I'm still, Texan, and I love the Houston Texans, love football. But a little bit about my gifts. So when I was younger, yes, I had those prophetic dreams, and I would see auras around people. I just thought my eyesight was kind of crazy. And it was kind of like, okay, I see these weird colors around people, but I didn't understand it at the time. And like with my dreams, I remember one time in high school, I had this dream going to this building and fighting aliens. Never been to this building before. And then all of a sudden, maybe a week later, I, went to this building for a competition. And y'all, I swear, I was looking for aliens at that point because I was like, okay, I seen this building in my dream, never been to it before. Like, that scared the crap out of me, okay? But, like, as most of us do, I started losing touch with my gifts. And it was kind of like, okay, when you hear people telling you, that didn't happen, or you're going crazy, and then you start doubting yourself and you're like, okay, let's just focus on other things. And life, life happens. Okay. But what started me back on my journey was about 2005, 2006, started dating this F-boy, and he broke my heart bad, guys. Oh, freaking bad. And I decided, and, there was a flyer in the mail for Keen. And if y'all don't know, Keen is one of the, is a psychic network phone number for you to call psychics. So I talked to this really nice lady. I called it, talked to a really nice lady. And, she gave me some, she told me what she saw, which was great. And she had a very nice, demeanor about herself. So I really enjoyed it. And so I would call, am I going to hear from him today? Am I going to hear? No one explained to me, about, hey, don't call too much. Don't call. And I would call different psychics, not just her. And, no one explained to me about energy exchange or, why, time frames could be off. And so I was spending a lot of money on these people, okay? Buku money. And it got to a point where it was like, I don't know, it was like something hit me in the head. And it's like, why are you searching for, information outside of yourself? You need to learn how to master it inside. So I decided to go ahead and actually learn about your intuition, learning about, tarot and oracle cards. And what was so crazy, it was like things started to come back to me, like from my childhood and things that would happen. I'm like, wow, I've already had this gift all along. Now I just need to learn how to strengthen it. So over the years, I had different mentors. There were different places in Houston where, metaphysical centers where they would actually, have little classes that would teach you these things. Like Center Point in Houston, Texas, very wonderful place, had great teachers, you can learn from. And it was like a great experience. So I decided to actually start a business 2 years ago, actually 2 years. It'll be 2 years in April, where I was like, you know what? I want to help others, but I want to do it the right way. I want to, yes, help guide them through their life, but explain to them like they do have this gift as well. So I started off with the Facebook groups, because everybody knows, like, you go through the Facebook groups and you get into a group and you show people that you can actually read. You're not a scammer. And I met someone there. I met someone in a group, and they're like, well, you know what? We had kind of the same ideas of wanting to teach people how to use their gifts. So we're like, oh, let's do a Facebook group together. And we did. And it's grown. Sadly, me and her parted ways. But, during this time, we've helped so many people along their journey. They're like, oh, I didn't know about this, or I didn't know about crystals. I didn't know how to meditate. I didn't know about this, this and that. Okay. And so I thought to myself, I wanted to keep doing it, and I do it on Facebook. Yes. But I was like, I want to reach out more to people. I want people to understand these gifts and talents that they do have, that they do possess. Like, everybody has intuition. Your gut feeling, everyone has it. It's just whether you're going to strengthen it or not, okay? So with this podcast, I want to go through different things. I want to touch on different topics of metaphysical stuff, or thinking, ways of thinking. I want people to really expand their mind, expand their thoughts. And if nothing, learn from these podcasts. And like with, giving people your energy when you're hitting reader after reader after reader, and not taking time to like cleanse yourself, or, because everybody wonders, like, with time frames. And everybody's like, well, why didn't it happen in this time frame? Well, for one, you have free will. So this person, the reader, can tell you, okay, this is going to happen in this month, but this is based off present energy. So if you say, and they say in the reading, do not call this person, and this will happen in a certain time frame, but then you get impatient and you're like, oh, I'm going to call this person. Okay, you just exerted free will, and you just messed up the timeline, because now you could have delayed it even further. So I want to get into topics such as that. Divination tools, what other than, tarot, straight on intuition do you have? I want to talk more about magic, because some people do believe in it, some people don't. And I would like to bring guests onto the podcast as well, so they can get on their take. I have a couple of friends, that I really believe that would help, like mediumship. I haven't had the best of luck when it comes to spirits. So, I don't really try to strengthen my gift of mediumship. I can feel them around me. I'm like, hey, look, I don't be talking to y'all, because some of y'all kind of janky a little bit. So, definitely, I just want to encourage people how to use their gifts. I still like to encourage people too as well, because I feel like a lot of people are down and out, and they do need to know that someone loves them and cares about them as well. So I hope you guys really enjoyed this podcast going forward, and I'm looking forward to this great new beginning with everybody. So if you haven't already, you can go to my website, MrRavenJade.com, check out a little bit more about me, or my Facebook page, which is, if you look at Mr. Raven Jade, and you can join my Facebook group, Psychic Intuitive Readers of Clarity. And yeah, I just hope to see you guys there, and have a great and wonderful day.